Huber, where's he at, man?
He was right there. See the gun? Oh, sorry.
Okay, you're good.
Minutes into New Year's Day 2022, a Canton police officer shot and killed 46-year-old James Williams in the backyard of Williams' own home. This is the family's own security camera at midnight. Williams and his relatives are celebrating the new year by firing guns into the air. New Year's explains the occasion. It doesn't make live rounds over a city neighborhood harmless. Those bullets still come down somewhere. He isn't the only one shooting. BCI's review of the family's cameras counts 3 adults firing that night, Williams and 2 relatives, while his wife films on her phone and at one point fires a pistol herself. The bursts keep coming after midnight. James Williams was 46. He lived here on 10th Street Southwest in Canton with his wife, and 3 juveniles were home that night. He stood 6'4", and nothing in the released investigation shows a criminal record. The yard sits behind a wooden privacy fence with a gate onto the driveway. In the minutes before an officer arrived, camera 4 catches Williams in a white shirt near that gate. Across that part of Canton, the new year sounded like this. Long strings of cracks, fireworks, and gunfire mixed together. On the radio, Officer Paris tells another unit the fire from that block is probably the 3rd burst he did. A few blocks away, a Canton K-9 officer named Robert Huber was parked at 10th and Arlington on the phone with his wife when he heard a long burst of gunfire close by. 10 days later, he described that moment to state investigators.
Over 20 rounds, I would have to estimate at that time. And I remember talking to my wife and saying, oh my gosh, it sounds like a war zone out here, I have to go. And I hung up, and then I got immediately on my radio and I told dispatch, hey, I just had a large amount of gunfire coming from really close to me.
Williams' house is 2307 10th Street Southwest. Huber was parked about a block away. At 5 minutes past midnight, he called the gunfire in, and for the first 2 minutes he had the street wrong, telling dispatch 11th instead of 10th. The family's street-facing camera recorded his arrival. At 6 minutes past midnight, the cruiser's GPS logs it. K9 car 60 stops in front of the house, and Huber steps out. From here, his body camera carries the record. He walks past the parked cars and around the side of the property, toward the lit back porch, and tells dispatch there's a male inside the residence with a rifle and to send more cars. What pulled him toward that porch, he told BCI, was the view through the front window.
What looked like a full-size rifle at the time. I knew really quick that I'm by myself. I do have a department-issued rifle, but it's in my cruiser at this time, and I'm not, whether good, bad, or indifferent, I'm not going to contact this gentleman at this time with knowing that, okay, I'm pretty sure that this is the guy that just, shot over 20 rounds.
For the next half minute, he's alone on the dark side of the property, waiting on backup. The house's own porch camera catches him moving past. At 7 minutes past midnight, he keys the radio again. It's the last thing he says before he fires.
It's going to be, correction, it's going to be 2300 block of 10th Street, 2307 10th Street Southwest. Saw the male's head through the fence after I heard the shots. Got on my cruiser, went up to the porch, and I saw him putting the rifle away. Shots fired! Shots fired! Police! Get down now! Police! Get down now! Can't come. Shots fired. Send us everybody.
The backyard camera, the family's own, was pointed at the fence. Officer Paris was up the block at a stop sign, close enough to hear every shot when Huber's voice came through.
Did you hear that? Shots fired! Shots fired! Kilo 1967. Here comes, shots fired. Send us everyone.
Huber, where's he at, man?
He was right there. You see the gun? Oh, sorry.
Okay, you're good.
Hold me. Stop me for a second.
Hang on, I got the radio.
Hold on, I gotta get my rifle.
CANCOM, this is going to be an officer-involved shooting. Hands! Show me your hands! Get out! Hands! Hey, we got kids inside. We have occupants of the house inside, refusing command.
Inside the house, William's wife was already dialing 911. The call runs almost 3 minutes, and it takes most of the first minute just to get the address across.
The address, where are you at? 2307 10th Street. 2307 10th Street? Okay, you said you need an ambulance? What happened? My husband is dead! Ma'am? I don't have it! It's the county. She said her husband was shot. Yeah. Okay. Alright, thank you.
Officers ordered everyone out. 3 juveniles and 2 adults came through the front door with their hands up. The man who'd been shot wasn't with them.
We have 2 juveniles out and I'm assuming a resident correction. We have 3 juveniles out, 2 adults. Hands up now! Huber, where's he at?
I don't know. Where is he at?
Hey,
Do me a favor. Everybody out
hey, we got somebody on the stairs, Huber.
Get out on the ground now. Got it, Johnny?
Watch that dog.
10 minutes past midnight, they went in.
2 people hold there, please. Moving.
No, stuffed animal.
Stuffed animal. Camp police, we're coming in. I got mail on the ground.
Hey, so look at stairs. I got the stairs. I got the stairs.
Where's he shot?
In the chest.
Got 5. Hey, check places. Police.
Got multiple firearms here.
There's body armor back here. Huh? There's body armor back there. Somebody,
Okay.
body armor on.
Okay. Hold there.
We need trauma kit. And we need more bodies in here.
We got him. He's agonal breathing.
I can't believe it. Chest seal. One shooting casual chest seal. We got Huber back here. Where's Huber at? He's there in the basement.
That's
Stuff's cleared up. Yeah, it needs it. Right here. Go ahead and clear up if you get bodies. Yeah, I need one more. Is it cleared upstairs? Is there more left in here? Get this dog out.
it's right here. Right here. Yeah, he's working. That's mine.
Hey, please. You're up here, make yourself known.
So I don't know where. We got boom.
Go ahead and chest seal it. We got a pulse around. We haven't cleared yet, but if they want to
We have,
We need to get the medics here.
we have agonal breathing.
Even while the aid was still going, the sorting out had begun. Which officers had fired and which hadn't.
No, I did not fire. What?
Canton fire medics carried Williams out on a backboard. He was taken to Altman Hospital, where he died. He was 46, and less than 20 minutes earlier, he'd been celebrating the New Year with his family.
Here on the porch for you. Dave. Thank you. Or this one, you guys. That's mine. Yeah, that's my duty bag. Thank you.
Canton handed the investigation to the state, Ohio's Bureau of Criminal Investigation. Within the hour, the officers on the porch were already walking through what BCI would need. Round counts, scene logs, the cameras on the house. A second team swept the rest of the house, room by room.
It's clear.
"40 minutes in, on the porch, Paris walked an arriving officer through what he saw, where Huber was standing, and when the firing happened.
He wasn't up here. He was back there.
What was he doing?
He was firing.
So you drove up and you saw you were shooting.
So when I,
Which one of these is you?
oh, I'm 44. I'm all the way back here.
Okay. So you were coming from that way, and where was the other guy?
I didn't see him. Initially I thought he might have been on the side of the house. But then when I asked Huber where's he at, he said he's inside, but I don't know where. And then there's a stuffed animal at the top of the stairs. That's what I thought was him. And then we discovered him in the living room. Once we got up here and looked through, we could see him laying down up the back.
Okay. So you were engaged him from the back of his car, I guess?
Yeah. It would have been.
But you don't know where exactly he was when he was shot?
Correct.
Okay.
I was pulling up, as Huber was shooting.
Just before 1 a.m., Paris stepped away from the tape and made a personal call.
Too long. I was just in an officer-involved shooting, so I probably won't be able to protect you for a while. But Happy New Year. I was involved in an officer-involved shooting, so I can't talk right now. So in case you don't hear from me, well, I can't say anything right now. But I'll give you a call. I'm at work. No, I'm still at the house. All right, I gotta go. Bye.
An hour in,
So-
a supervisor came for Paris's first account.
Any kind of interview, I want you or whoever else is available.
We probably won't do anything tonight. We'll probably tell BCI to. Were you here when it happened?
I was rolling up when it was going down.
All right. Yeah. We probably won't. You probably won't be interviewed till sometime tomorrow, if not Sunday.
I didn't shoot. I didn't fire one round.
Okay.
So my rifle.
Did you see what happened? Or was it?
So I was originally it was put out that Huber was on 11th, right where I came from for a call, almost over on down that area. So I went to 11th Street first, and then he called out. It's going to be 10th Street. As he was calling it out, I'm hearing all the gunshots, which is I'm assuming from this guy popping off his rifle or whatever. So I call on the radio. I'm like right here. I'm like, Huber, you hear that? because I'm like right here. I hear the shots, but I know they're coming from here, but I don't
Is
know.
that your car?
Yeah, 44
Okay.
is my car.
Yeah.
So I'm like right at the stop sign, and I'm hearing these shots, and I'm like looking for Huber. I see his car, and as I hear the shots, I see Huber at the back of his car, and then Huber calls out, shots fired, whatever.
The state's forensic video unit pinned the shot to a single frame. On Huber's camera, at the burned-in stamp of 7 minutes and 26 seconds past midnight, the image goes near black with a red blur, and the audio track spikes, the loudest sound in the sequence. Set that against the cruiser's GPS, which stopped outside the house at 12:06. About a minute passed between Huber's arrival and his shots. The family's driveway camera was rolling too. BCI's review of the DVR says this file captures Officer Huber firing his weapon, beginning 2 seconds in. There's almost nothing to see at this angle. Dark pavement, light shifting on the asphalt. The recorder's clock ran almost 13 hours fast. Investigators matched it to the shooting by the known time of the incident. Huber's full account came on January 21st, on camera, with his attorney present. What he says he saw at the fence is the center of this case.
Fence, and then I can see like the top of his head through over the privacy fence, and I can see maybe 4 to 6 inches of rifle barrel, and then just the muzzle flash coming out. And I'm going, oh my gosh, this is really, really bad. And I'm trying to figure out, process what he's doing. Like, is he shooting at somebody? Is he shooting in the air? What is he shooting at? And then all of a sudden, I see the 4 or 5 inches of rifle start coming towards my side of the fence, and I just remember seeing the muzzle flash continuing as the rifle's coming towards my side of the fence. And I'm thinking, oh, this is where I knew immediately, like, first off, I have a pistol, and he has a rifle, so that's a horrible situation to be in by yourself. I don't even think I could even hear my own thoughts because it was so loud, let alone try to give verbal commands for this guy to do anything, because I guess at the time it was either futile to even try, or if I did try, is he going to engage me actively if he wasn't trying to already?
He told investigators what he did next.
Nothing that I'm wearing that is going to stop any of these bullets. And at that point in time, I engaged him with my firearm through the fence. I was lucky enough, I don't even know if it's luck, I kind of was able to, like, I don't know how even my brain did it. It was enough for me to say, okay, this is where the barrel of the rifle is, this is where the head is, and kind of went down at like a V. And I have an issued red dot on my pistol, so I just remember putting the red dot on the fence where I believe this guy was going to be. I remember seeing that directly behind him was the resident. I didn't know how many times I shot initially. I think the only time I figured that out was when I had gotten back to headquarters and they had taken my department gun from me and unloaded all the ammo, and I think I had shot 9 times. I don't know where I struck him. I did know that I did strike him later on when we entered the residence, but the second I engaged him with gunfire, the second he stopped and I was able to react quick enough to be like, okay, stop shooting, I stopped shooting, and then I immediately started giving verbal commands that I'm the police.
There's a knot in the timeline. On the radio, 20 seconds before the shots, Huber said he'd watched Williams putting the rifle away. In the interview, he said he believed right then that it was over and that Williams came back out with the gun. The only video of that moment is the near black frame.
But then like I said, then I got off the porch and I went to kind of over to by their car, started telling dispatch what was going on, and then he decided to come back out again with it. So.
Investigators also asked about Robert Huber himself. He'd been a Canton officer since 2013, SWAT certified, a canine handler since 2020. His file listed 6 internal affairs investigations, 1 involving force ruled within policy, and 1 prior police shooting in July 2017 that a grand jury also declined to charge. Here's that exchange.
Did you consume alcohol within 24 hours before the incident?
I think I had 1 beer with my dinner that night, which was probably about 5 o'clock or 5:30 in the afternoon.
Have you had any prior involvement in any shooting incident?
Yes, sir.
What was the result or the outcome of that incident?
I went to grand jury, and they found that, I guess they exonerated me, or pretty much said that they weren't going to pursue any charges.
So it was justified and,
Yes, sir.
and decided by the grand jury. Was that here in Stark County?
Yeah, I was in Canton Police Department too.
Do you know when that was?
I think it was in the end of 2017.
BCI also logged where the accounts differed. Williams' wife told agents she was upstairs in a second-floor bathroom and didn't see the shooting. She told a 19 News reporter she was standing next to her husband when it happened. She told agents nobody else had fired that night. The family's own cameras show 3 adults shooting and her firing a pistol. The state subpoenaed the unedited news footage. The case went to a Stark County grand jury. According to News 5 Cleveland, on September 7, 2022, the grand jury declined to indict Officer Huber. No criminal charges. Williams' family sued in federal court in March 2022, saying he was shot in his own backyard without warning. The released radio traffic captures no warning before the shots. Whether one was given is one of the questions the lawsuit puts to the court. According to the Canton Repository, his widow refiled the case in 2023, alleging the city runs what the filing calls a shoot first policy. The released file shows no resolution. A year later, on what would have been James Williams' 48th birthday, his family and neighbors held a vigil in front of the house on 10th Street. His widow told the Canton Repository, "I will fight until I have no breath left."